Now, Poncho, we know Impact Wrestling, the history of Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling has always been second to WWE, just like WCW was back in the 90s. Poncho, why is Impact Wrestling so poor? Like, why are they second rated to WWE? Why are they not promoted like WWE was or is? In my opinion, Impact Wrestling is, you might as well say Impact Wrestling is WCW. When WCW went out of business, Jared, he needed he needed a company right next to WWE, and he founded NWA TNA, where it's pretty much NWA came from the AWA and WCCW. It's pretty much the second rated company. And when NWA came on the scene, boom, business was booming, and there came WCW. And then when WCW got bought out by WWE and went out of business, that's when Jared said, you know what, I'm going to come up with NWA/TNA. And ever since 2002, NWA TNA has been on the map. Then they changed it to TNA. And then they changed it to TNA Impact Wrestling. Now it's Impact Wrestling. It was Global Force Wrestling. Now it's Impact Wrestling. And the reason why they're so poor is because, for one, WWE is just like taking all their talent. For one thing, Vince has got the money. He's got the power to do it. And number two is Impact Wrestling doesn't have enough funds because they've had to spend so much on major talent that the major talent just wind up going back to where they go anyway, or just quit and take the money. And some of the storylines are great, but they're not as impactful as WWE's because WWE keeps a method, unlike Impact Wrestling. Don't get me wrong, Impact Wrestling has came up with some great wrestlers like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Chris Daniels, LAX, Homicide Hernandez, and Low Key, Chris Sabin, just to name a few. But Impact Wrestling has not maintained self-confidence. And you have to have self-confidence in order to be success in the wrestling business, or else you will fail.